So far this spring season, we played in 3 different tournaments. We were down at Callaway Gardens, Georgia. We've been to Jekyll Island, Georgia, and then just 2 weeks ago, we were in Greensboro playing at Bryant Park. At each of those 3 tournaments, we put together some really solid rounds, and we played against not only nationally ranked teams, but also competitive teams within the ODAC. And definitely, so for example, at the Jekyll Island Invitational, we played against both Bridgewater and Randolph-Macon. We put together 3 really good rounds. We actually came out on top of those teams. Again, 2 weeks ago at the Greensboro Invitational, Randolph-Macon was there as well. Again, we finished on top. So having experience playing against those nationally ranked teams, those competitive ODAC teams, and playing well against them will definitely give us confidence going into our conference championship.
We've played in 3 different tournaments this spring, and all of them sort of played to different strengths in our game. In Jekyll Island, we had to focus on being powerful and hitting it far because it was a really long golf course. And then at our most recent tournament at Callaway, it was much more of a placement course, not as many opportunities to hit driver off the tee. Wintergreen is a course that needs both of these aspects. It's very placement oriented. There's a lot of trouble, so we're definitely going to need both of these aspects of our game that we used in the spring. We know what we need to do to succeed. We did play second last year, so we do know what it takes to play the course. We've played it many times. Even the 2 freshmen who weren't there last year and didn't play competitive rounds on it have played it a couple times as we've gone up there for practice rounds and things. So we know what we need to do, and it's going to be about placement. It's going to be about hitting the green and just giving ourselves opportunities to do well.
Wintergreen's definitely a tricky course. Anytime you're playing a tricky course, you have to keep in the back of your mind just to play smart golf. Know where to place your drives, know where to place your second shots on the green, and just constantly remind yourself to not hit those hero shots, because those hero shots, those are the ones that lead to the big numbers that can otherwise be avoided. Another key to playing successful at Wintergreen, and really just any course in general, is having a solid short game. You know, in a round of golf, you're not going to hit every green, so if you have a solid short game to rely on, it not only builds your confidence, but it helps to lower your scores as well. I think the key factor, if we were able to come away with the team title, would definitely have to be mental toughness. The conference tournament, it's 3 days, 3 long rounds. So if we were able to rise above our competition, it's because we stayed 1 shot at a time, 1 hole at a time. And we didn't let the pressure and expectation of being conference champions really affect our games in the moment.
I think we just need to avoid big numbers as a team. On Wintergreen, there's a lot of trouble, there's a lot of woods, a lot of water, and we just need to be very deliberate in avoiding those things and letting the other teams make mistakes that we don't have to make. Definitely Bridgewater and Randolph-Macon. Bridgewater did win last year, so they also know how to play the golf course, but we have met them many times over this season and have always managed to beat them, so that gives us a lot of confidence going in.